Hello, I'm Steve Reid from Steve Reid Tourism Limited, and today we are at Plymouth, which is Britain's ocean city. It's a fantastic place for groups. We've got lots to see and do here today. It's going to help you plan tours. You're going to meet a great tour guide by the name of James Coulton, and you're going to travel on an open-top city bus. It's a marvellous thing. It'll help you plan your tours. Here we are on the world-famous Plymouth Hole. We're on an Ocean City Sights open-top bus service. Jason, tell us all about it.
Well, as you said, open top sites bus. It serves the Barbican, the Hoe, the city centre. Anyone can use the bus, and it's available also to be hired by groups. So if groups of people want to hire any of our open top buses, we've got three: a vintage one, a full open top one, and this one. They can hire them through our customer experience team, and likewise, if groups of people want to travel on the regular bus, they can book that through our customer service team as well. We'll accommodate anybody who wants to come and visit us and see this glorious city.
Well, it's a great way to see Plymouth, I would say.
Agreed.
So, thank you indeed.
No problem.
Well, here we are at Royal William Yard in Plymouth, and I'm with tour guide James Coulton. James, what can groups do here?
It's a fantastic place, Steve, for groups to visit. They can arrive here by boat to start with. This is the largest collection of Grade 1 listed military buildings in the whole of Europe. Dates from the early 1800s. There's many attractions and restaurants and bars and brewery, and it's just a wonderful location to visit in the city.
Group travel organisers in particular would love Royal William Yard. James, do you think that's because of the military history that we have here?
It's certainly one of the big factors, Steve. Yeah, the history of the place is really significant. Dates from the early 1800s when we were changing our military operations, and this was the victualling yards for the Royal Navy. So this was the supply depot, and all these buildings were constructed to supply the fleet which was going all around the world. So the buildings are named after what they did as well. So we have, you know, the brew house, we have the cooperage, we have the bakery, and now these buildings contain a whole range of attractions, restaurants, bars, fantastic wine bar, new Everyman cinema coming, we have accommodation, and we have an arts centre, and great, it's also accessible by boat as well. You can get here from the main part of the city, so it's a fantastic place for an afternoon out.
And I hear Cornwall is just across the river.
Literally the other side of the river.
Wow.
You can see it very well from here.
That's
and you can get a little passenger ferry over there as well.
So here we are at one of Plymouth's top group attractions. It's fantastic. Dave!
Hi!
Hello there. Tell me a little bit about Plymouth boat trips.
Well, we're lucky enough to operate here on Plymouth's beautiful harbour and waterfront. We've got coaches and things that come to us all the time. We have a 1 hour harbour cruise, which is the 10-mile circular trip. It covers all of Plymouth waterfront, up past Drake's Island, the Royal William Yard, right the way through the dockyard, where our passengers get to hear about our sort of warships and things that are up there, and also the history of the area. So coaches can drop off here directly on the Barbican next to the historic Mayflower Steps. We also have coach parking bays just a little bit further up the road, so passengers don't have to walk too far to get to us. It's a level access ramp all the way down to the boats, so anyone with limited mobility can get directly down to enjoy the cruise. Nobody misses out here at Plymouth Boat Trips.
That's easy peasy.
It is, just as easy as that.
How do these coaches book their trips on the boat?
Well, we really do look after our coaches here in Plymouth. All they need to do is drop us an email, so dave@plymouthboattrips.co.uk, or phone the office on 01752 253 153, and we'll get them booked in, depending on whichever trip they'd like to go on, or whether it's just a visit to our restaurant here at the Boathouse.
So here we are in the historic heart of ancient Plymouth, and we're beside an iconic site that has had a marvellous anniversary and a huge celebration until quite recently. Now, James, can you tell us a little bit about that?
I can. Well, we're here on the historic Barbican in Plymouth, And these are the Mayflower Steps. These commemorate the journey in 1620 of those Mayflower pilgrims heading off to a new world and a new life in North America. So a really iconic site in Plymouth, and one of the many around this area here. This old part of Plymouth, this was the maritime capital of the world for centuries, and the best way to see it and get under the skin is to do a walking tour.
So if groups want to do a walking tour, what can they see?
Okay, well, lots of little interesting streets behind us, as well as these bigger attractions. And we offer the Historic Plymouth Walking Tour. That's a 2-hour tour, bookable product, operating every day, bookable online. Or we can tailor it specifically for groups. So we can make that a shorter tour just in this area. Whatever groups want to do, we can provide a licensed and an accredited guide who will be able to bring this area to life.
And how would they book it, James?
You book it online, devonandcornwalltourguides.com, or talk to the Tourist Information Centre.
Here we are at the world famous Plymouth Gin Distillery, and I'm talking to Pippa at the distillery. Hello, Pippa.
Hello.
Pippa, could you tell us how groups book a tour here at the gin distillery?
Easily. They can contact us on email, and that's info@plymouthgindistillery.com. Call us over the phone or come into us and talk to us. But we do ask for advance booking, because if we're taking in groups, and we are hoping to be able to increase our numbers once restrictions have lifted to about 20 people. If tour companies have more than that, then they need to let us know that at time of booking, and we can adjust things for them.
Could you tell us what a tour here in the distillery entails?
Of course. Well, we're going to give you a little bit of the history to the site, how we make our wonderful gin, and then you get samples.
Lovely, that couldn't be better.
Oh, I agree.
And did you mention there about numbers for tours?
That's right, because to get everybody out under evacuation policy in place here, we can only limit it to 20 people per guide. So that's why if it's going to be more than 20, we need to know that ahead of time, and we can sort of tweak things around, bring extra staff in, do them at the same time, that sort of thing.
Now, you do the tours, but you also have other things here as well.
We have a lovely shop with lots of items that you can purchase, and if the tour is lucky and they're not short on time, they can visit our lovely cocktail lounge for a gin and tonic at the conclusion of the tour.
Lovely. And they can buy Plymouth gin as a souvenir of their visit.
Oh, totally. I totally recommend it.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Pippa.
That's all right. You're welcome.
Here we are at the National Marine Aquarium. It's a great place for groups, and now we know it is because we've been here with groups and we've had a superb event here as well. So Joe is going to tell us a little bit about how good it is for groups.
Thank you, Steve. Yes, the National Marine Aquarium is the UK's largest aquarium, and we're delighted to have it here in Plymouth. So it's a fantastic place to visit, lots of exhibits to go and see, so you can see things from what life is like underwater for Plymouth Sound up until the sea with the Great Barrier Reef as well. Also, it's a fantastic aquarium that's run by the Ocean Conservation Trust, which is all about connecting people with the ocean. So you can see some of the amazing conservation work done here as well as part of your group visit.
And I've heard also that it's easy for coaches to pull up and drop their passengers off here.
Yes, absolutely. As a full drop-off point at the back of the aquarium and fully accessible for coach and group visits.
That's great news. Well, here we are at the Box. It's Plymouth's newest cultural attraction, and I'm with Stacey Turner. Stacey, what is the Box exactly?
Well, firstly, welcome. The Box is Plymouth's brand new museum, gallery and archive. We've had lots and lots of investment to create an amazing experience for our local audiences, but also for groups that are hoping to come to Plymouth to enjoy what we have.
What does the Box offer groups?
I think the question is, what we don't offer groups. So hopefully you can see that you will be able to meet our resident woolly mammoth who used to roam the cliffs of Plymouth during the Ice Age. But we've also got millions of collections, and 2 million actually, in the box, which you can see and experience through all of our permanent galleries, but also in our temporary exhibition programmes and our innovative contemporary art programme. We're really proud of our history here at the box, and we really want to challenge and embrace it, and we do that all within our programming, but we also respond to it in our gift shop, which groups are more than welcome to buy products from at the end of the visit. And of course we've also got a wonderful kitchen and bar where groups can sit down and have their lovely post-visit cup of tea and scone, or a wonderful lunch as well.
Well, I've also heard, Stacey, that it's easy for groups to come here in coaches.
You are right, yes. So we have a coach drop-off point on North Hill, and then groups will be met by a member of our team on arrival before the coach then goes off to park at either Milehouse Park and Ride or Plymouth Coach Station, which is about a 10-minute walk from our building.
What is the offer for groups?
So we offer groups a highlights tour of our permanent galleries. So that's for up to 15 people and costs £120. It's a real opportunity for groups to come in and get a behind the scenes glimpse at how we've built our galleries, but also get facts that we simply just can't fit into the gallery spaces. So for example, we'll tell you that our lovely mammoth's fur is the same fur that's used for the Wookiee in the Star Wars franchise. It's nowhere else within the gallery, but you get to know that once you have a tour with us.
So they can book a specific tour for their group here?
Yep, so if they just email us a request at groupvisits@plymouth.gov.uk, our team will be able to work with them to either book them into an existing product, or we can talk with you about what you would like your group to learn and come up with something that's slightly more bespoke.
That's marvellous, Stacey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So where groups are concerned, tour planners will find that Plymouth has got a fantastic variety of different types of hotels to suit their groups and their budgets. Well, sadly, we've come to the end of our fantastic group visit to Plymouth. This has been put on, thankfully, by Destination Plymouth with the support of an amazing array of group-friendly attractions like the NMA, the box, Plymouth Gin, the boat trips, you name it. We've had a fantastic time here. We know that your groups, when you bring them back, will have too. So we'd like you to use this virtual film about groups to help plan your tour, and you can bring groups here any time of the year. You will have a warm welcome. There are indoor attractions, outdoor attractions, there are all-weather attractions. You will get a warm Plymouth welcome if you come to this glorious piece of Devon. So we look forward to seeing you in the not too distant future. Thanks for watching.